Happy New Year! As you guys can see, I still have our New Year's balloons up that we made. We had like a little get together over here at our house. Those are still up. We haven't popped them because we don't want to deal with the noise. So yeah, they're just sitting there. Today's video is going to be all about my New Year's resolutions, but mostly getting ready for 75 hard. I normally do not make New Year's resolutions because I definitely believe that if there's something you want to go after or a goal you have, that you can do it anytime throughout the year. It doesn't have to be January 1st or beginning of the year. However, this time my goals just happened to line up around this time of year. And obviously there's a lot of fitness challenges and things that happen at the beginning of the year. So our CrossFit gym that we joined is doing a nutrition challenge. So I decided to join in on that. And then a handful of the people at the gym also said they were going to do 75 hard. This is something that I've heard about and I've looked into, but just never felt like that's something I want to do right now. But it is totally right now the perfect time for, in my opinion, for starting this for me at this point in my life. So first thing we're going to do is define the rules of 75 hard, and then I'll tell you guys why I want to do them and kind of what I've been thinking, my thoughts about it, why I'm in a good place. So the rules are in no specific order. 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of them must be outside. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction self-help book every single day. Drink a gallon of water every day. Take a progress picture every day. And pick a diet, any diet, and stick to it. Absolutely 0 cheat days and 0 alcohol. And I'm also adding 5 to 10 minutes of meditation every day because that's something that I really want to get better at and practice. So I'm going to be adding that, as well as just reading my Bible every day. That's always a goal for me. And then I'd like to meet 120 grams protein, but at least 100 grams of protein every day. So that's what I'll be doing for the next 75 days at least. On that note, I was talking to my husband last night and just saying it's crazy because some people basically live this challenge, but all the time. That's just become their lifestyle. A lot of the people in the health space, not the fitness space really, because I feel like they're more up and down, which is what I've been in the past, more like a binge cycle, and that's absolutely what I don't want. But more so in the holistic wellness space, I know many people, and including the the health practitioner I worked with, she basically lives like this all the time. That's just become her lifestyle. So yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. And he just challenged me on that. Then why are you telling yourself it's for 75 days? Why not just say, this is who I am now? And, we kind of went back and forth. I was like, yeah, because that's hard. I'm sad. What about my sushi? Not that I can't have sushi ever again, but I'm just saying I knew there were things that I was going to miss. And he challenged me on that. Is it worth it to you? Maybe just change your mindset, because he's right. What I don't want to happen is after 75 days for it to just go back to normal. With that being said, I don't know. I think I'm just going to see how it feels. I listened to the Andy Frisella podcast. He's the one who came up with this. He was talking about the reason he made it 75 days is because he knows that it takes longer than 21 days, like everyone says, to build a habit. So the idea is that hopefully at the end of this, there's a lot of things. It's called a mental toughness challenge, which I totally need. But anyway, with that being said, I'm hoping that these will just stick anyway, especially with me making a conscious effort. Not that I won't ever have alcohol again or have my favorite foods, but just really sticking to this sort of lifestyle. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing and life-changing. I'm so ready to change my life. So now getting on to kind of why I wanted to do this. If you guys watched my last video, and if you haven't, I'll leave it linked below for you. But if you watched it, I kind of talk about that I just don't feel myself anymore. I don't feel, when I look at myself in the mirror, or specifically if someone takes a video of me doing a workout or something, I literally look at it and don't even recognize myself. I just look completely different. I think I talked about the dark hair, which I'm getting more used to, but I am going to get it a little bit lighter in a month. So I think that'll help. But if there's one thing I learned about myself, it's that I try and change my hair to help myself feel better about myself when I'm in a slump or I just am feeling down, and it helps for an hour, and then I'm just back to square one. So definitely working on not being a Band-Aid. However, yes, still getting some lighter parts of my hair. But really it's just my body. I don't feel like myself in this body. I have put on like 20 to 30 pounds that I need to get off. And everyone, when I say that, thinks I'm crazy. I hide it really well. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess, and I don't have to listen to it, but everyone I've told that thinks I'm crazy. I'm telling you, it's there. I see it, I feel it, my clothes feel differently. You might not notice, but I totally do, and I'm sure you can relate to that when you've put on even 5 pounds and no one realizes it at all, but you're like, no, I feel terrible. So I am ready to just fully dive in deep, and it's going to be so challenging. I'm fully aware, especially with working my 12.5-hour shifts. Like, I'm going to have to work out before work, go to work all night, stay up all night, get home in the morning, and then do another workout. And that sounds very rough. That workout will just be taking my dog on a walk, which, by the way, if you hear that, that's just her. But, or that's her like biting on a bone. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of why I'm in wanting to do it. And along with that body aspect, I want to be tougher. I want to be mentally tough. I am trying to build businesses. I'm trying to live this higher level life that not a lot of people around me are striving for. So I kind of feel like crazy sometimes, but I know that this is going to make me so much better of a person, and it's going to help me achieve the life and the life I want, the dreams I have, the goals I have. This is definitely going to help me get there. So if that's what it takes, totally okay with that. I'm so ready to be tougher. I'm not like a super tough person, so yeah, I think this is going to build a lot of character and confidence, which is great. I would love to have more of both of those things. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. So the people from the gym wanted to start January 9th instead of January 1st. The 1st was on a Sunday, and they were like, let's just give everyone a week to kind of like, I don't know, move on after New Year's, kind of have that week of like getting back into work, getting back into just normal life after Christmas. We've all been off work forever. We've all been out of our routine forever. So let's just ease back into it. And then on the 9th, hard start. So it is the 7th today. So we have 2 more days. And this week I really did kind of take it off from the gym. I hadn't taken a break in who knows how long. So it was really nice, honestly. I didn't skip every day, but a lot of days I just went on a walk. But then I started practicing drinking more water. And so my plan with the gallon of water, 3 of these is almost a gallon. 3 of these plus 8 ounces is 1 gallon of water. So my goal is to drink 1 of these every 3 hours, starting when I wake up. And that should get me to where I'm not having to pee 3 times in the middle of the night. Like I can finish around like 6 or 7, and then have a Zevia or have whatever I want. Not whatever I want, you know what I mean. So that's what I've been doing this wise. I've picked out my book, and it is called, oh shoot, what's it called? It's a Joe Dispenza book. I'll have to remind you guys, or like tell you in another video. That's another reason why I wanted to start meditating, is because I truly believe in all the work that Joe Dispenza does. I just haven't really dived really deep into it, so I'm wanting to do that. So that's the book I'm reading first. And then as far as like the eating situation goes, normally I would meal prep anyway, you guys know that, but not for every single day, every single meal. So this is different. This is definitely the longest I've ever gone without a cheat meal. And if you guys, I can't remember, I think I've talked about it on here before, but I used to have an eating disorder. So anything that was really restricting for a while, I was like, no, I've done that life. I'm not doing that anymore. And it's probably been 5-ish years of recovering from that, and I feel like I'm finally in a place to where I can quote unquote restrict myself in a healthy way and be okay with it. So yeah, I think that's super exciting to be able to get to that place and to know that like, okay, just because you're doing this doesn't mean you're going to go off the ledge again. This is just for a certain amount of time or forever. I know I'm going to feel so much better, and I cannot wait to see what my skin does. I feel like it's going to clear up. Like, it's not terrible now, but it's not, it's not great. So I feel like that's going to clear up a lot. But food-wise, I have made my grocery list. I have it right here. And this is just, I don't know if you can see, kind of at the bottom. I am going to actually put this in on all these like app and then just go and pick it up. But the diet I'm sticking to is paleo diet. It's also like Whole30 and paleo together. So gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, peanut-free, obviously alcohol-free, grain-free. That's kind of the biggest change. And then no sugar. And me personally, I'm gonna try and stay away from just sweet flavors in general, aside from fruit. Like, I don't really wanna have stevia or anything like that because I wanna try and retrain my taste buds to taste like a raspberry even and be like, that's so sweet. So that would be absolutely amazing if I could do that. I have such a big sweet tooth. I truly feel like I'm like a slave to sugar right now. It's so bad. So that is our plan. Let's see, what else did I go over? And then the training I'm gonna be doing the 2 times a day. One will be outside walk with Boo, my dog, and then the other will be a CrossFit workout. So that is the plan for that. I already told you my book, progress photo every single day. I need to start doing that. I don't want to forget. Andy Frisella's podcast was saying that that's a really easy one to forget because it's like an easy one, but you have to do it. There's also supposed to be a rule if you mess up or forget something or only work out 40 minutes instead of 45, you're supposed to stop and start over. I don't plan on stopping or quitting at any point, so I'm not even going to worry about that. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk about the 75 hard and kind of the goals I had. I have some other goals for 2023, just like for my Instagram. I want to be more consistent with my Instagram, and here on YouTube, I'd like to get up 1 video a week, which is definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I think I can do it. I'd really like to grow it. I would love if this is my full-time job eventually, so that's going to be a big one. What else? Yeah, growing my Instagram, growing my YouTube, starting tithing again, losing the 30 pounds, growing my hair out, which you guys know is the big struggle for me. Practice saying no. I'm really bad about that. I hate saying no to people. So that's on here. Practice saying no. Gluten-free, dairy-free. What else? And then I kind of made a little note in here that was like, I feel very out of alignment with myself. That's my word for the year, is alignment. So I just feel out of alignment. I've spent way too much money this winter, and so I feel out of alignment in that area. You know, when you spend the money and you just don't feel good. That's how I felt. And then same with like the weight I've talked about and just the food I'm eating. Like, I don't even feel good. Besides the weight, I don't feel good when I don't eat like paleo pretty much. So out of alignment in that area. And just, getting back grounded, saying no, doing more yoga. That's a big one. I really want to incorporate yoga. The nutrition challenge with my gym is like 6 weeks starting on Monday, 2 days from now. So I'll probably hit that pretty hard, hit the CrossFit pretty hard, like every day, so I can make sure and get points, rack up points. But then after that, I'll probably start incorporating more yoga. I think that would be just so good for me. Never in my life have I wanted to do yoga, ever. I mean, I've done it maybe 5 times in my entire life, but for some reason, something's calling me to do it, so that's exciting. I'm going to give it a go. I got the Melissa Wood Health app. I love that app. You guys know that. I've talked about it. She has yoga, Pilates, sculpting, all kinds of things on there, so I'll just kind of incorporate that with CrossFit. Anyway, I've kind of rambled on. Long story short, I'm starting 75 hard in 2 days. Would appreciate your prayers and encouragement. Thank you guys for watching. If you're made it all the way to the end of this, I feel like I rambled quite a bit, but I appreciate it so much. Help support my channel, and I look forward to chatting with you guys next time. See ya.